Hello everyone and welcome to our introduction video to Arduino. Today we're briefly going to talk about what Arduino is and what its functions are. We are going to learn about its main components and how we can use it. Arduino is a platform used for building electronic projects. It consists of both a physical programmable circuit board, often called a microcontroller, and a piece of software, or IDE, integrated development environment, that runs on your computer, used to write and upload computer code to the physical board. So what are Arduino's components? The microcontroller is the brains of the operation. It is a tiny one-chip computer that has memory and a processor. Most importantly, it is programmable. It can be programmed to do many different things. The USB port is the silver box in the picture. This is where you will insert the USB cable and connect your board to your computer. Pictured here are the digital pins numbered 0 to 13 for a total of 14 pins. These digital pins can act as both inputs and outputs. This means you can either feed information from your circuit to your computer, or you can transmit information from your computer to your circuit. For example, the pins can read levels of voltage from a component of your circuit and act as an input, or the pin can apply voltage to your circuit, thus acting as an output pin. Unlike digital pins, analog pins can read values from 0 to 1023 and can thus measure the actual voltage of a pin as opposed to whether it is on or off, like a digital pin which can only read either a 1 or a 0. For example, if you're trying to detect when someone pushes a button, you should use a digital pin because the button is either pressed or it is not. If you need to know the position of a potentiometer sensor, you should use an analog pin. Next, there are the power pins. When your Arduino board is connected to an external power source, either a computer or a battery, you can supply a variable amount of voltage or power to your circuit. Here you can see a 3.3 volt pin and a 5 volt pin. The GND pins stand for ground or 0 volt. The ground pin allows you to complete your connecting circuit and is where the excess power is discharged. You should always ground your circuits. Lastly, the reset button on the board, here in white but can be other colors like red, allows you to restart the code that has been uploaded to the board. It does not erase the code from the board. It just restarts the execution of the code and can be useful for troubleshooting. There are more parts to the Arduino board, but these are some of the most essential parts to be familiar with as a beginner. The software used for Arduino is free, and it can be easily downloaded from the internet. Once you download it, you can start creating programs to make your Arduino do so many different things, for example, lighting up a light. In the next videos, you will see examples of small projects that can be created with an Arduino. Using sensors and basic electronic components, you can create basically anything with Arduino. Here you can see some examples from left to right: a radar, a calculator, and a small car. Go to the next videos to see some examples of circuits and programs that you can create.